Mhm. So I guess building on top of that is like mitigating it on the morning of. So let's say you do all this preparation and practice, you put in the hours, you train all these different scenarios, and you get to the tournament. It's 8 a.m. in the morning, and you feel yourself getting nervous. What is your mental warm up strategy, and how are you approaching the warm up?
Um, that's definitely something I still feel to this day when I go into competition. I think for me, I think first off, everyone has their own process. I think everyone deals with this a little bit differently. Some people like to really isolate and just, take themselves away from everyone, try and, become, one with oneself, right? And you can see that when fencers are like, headphones on, like focused on the music, focused on their self, not really interacting so much with the outside world. And that's totally fine. That's a way, if that's a way for you to process these emotions and process that nervousness and really amp yourself up while also not getting too excited and too over the top, then yeah, that's something that I've seen work very positively for a lot of fencers. My personal strategy, though, is actually to really immerse myself not only in music and try and keep myself uplifted, but also with my teammates, and that's kind of the beauty of the way the men's foil team works. Is I love all the guys on the team. They've been like really great friends since I was really young, and everyone's so positive and so supportive of each other. My favorite thing actually before competitions is really just the way I get rid of these nerves is, yeah, I gotta focus, but also I gotta take my mind off of this nervous energy sometimes, this negative energy, and just like pour myself into my teammates, joke around with the team, make sure I'm feeling good and feeling positive before a fencing match. I think for me, that's like the biggest thing is you listen to music and then joke around with the race, Miles and Garrick and Nick, right? Like, and then when it's about time to go on, then you focus, you zone in on yourself. But still, even when I'm zoned in on myself, when there's so many times where you're in the tunnel, you're going to walk out with your teammate because they're fencing at the same time, and it still is you sit there and at a certain point there's nothing else you can do but start chatting with your teammates, especially if they're one of your best friends, and that's somehow sometimes the way I'm able to deal with it. And in particular, it was so that kind of was, I was reminded of that feeling this year when I competed in Torino, where we took first, second, and third in the individual event, because we were all succeeding, we're all winning, we're all talking to each other, even though there were times where we were at different times. Once we were all at the same time, we're in the hallway together. Obviously, we like to have some alone time, but we're also all there high-fiving each other, joking around, and then once you start that walk, you zone in on yourself, right? And going through that process of like getting on the podium with your teammates in the individual event, it was so much fun and so awesome. It just reminded me of all the feelings that we've previously done, because up until that point, it had been a while since I had podiums in an international event. So being able to do it with my teammates next to me, A, was awesome, and B, might have helped my fencing, honestly.